Let's look at another problem based on some of the things, the units and the properties that we studied, that we looked at this week. A tank problem. You got a tank full of water at some level of water. It's at some temperature, which means it's at some density, and there's a pressure gauge at the bottom. What's the pressure in the tank reading? Or based on the pressure at the bottom of the tank, what is the level of the water? So let's draw our tank. I've got a tank of water. It's got a pressure gauge at the bottom. Let's say the height of the water, the depth of the water in the tank is 15 feet. Okay? And let's say we know the density. Let's use normal room temperature water density of 62.4 pounds mass per cubic foot. Well, if we know the height and we know the density, we've got enough to solve this problem. So the equation for pressure is density times the force of gravity, right? Acceleration due to the force of gravity times height. And because of our units, we got to do G sub C. Divide by G sub C. So density times the height, G over G sub C. Let's set up our ladder problem. 62.4 pounds mass per cubic foot times 32 feet per second divided by I missed the square on that. Times (15 feet). Let's see what cancels out here. Second squared, pounds mass, 32.2 feet. Okay. I'm left with foot-pounds force over cubic feet. Well, that's weird. How am I going to make sense of that? Well, we still need to, and what's our end goal? Well, we want pounds force per inches squared. Okay. Let's break this foot down. Right? Foot. Or foot squared foot. Either way, there's 3 of them there. Now we can cancel that one out. Now we need to convert square feet into square inches. So our other conversion is 1 foot square is 144 square inches. Now, my feet cancel out, and I'm left with 62.4 times 15 divided by 144. So 62.4 times 15 over 144 equals pounds force per inches squared 6.5. And we are going to do pounds gauge so that we don't have to take into account the atmospheric pressure. So that gauge will read 6.5 pounds square inch gauge.